sound. My headphones. Please work. Alright, beautiful. Hello.
Yeah, I'll go and stick this one in the setups channel.
Perfect.
So
Oh,
it's kind of a
Dizio.
pain to navigate all of the different menus inside iRacing. Things like the iRacing setups folder. Can't bury it.
Oh, yeah. I want to make sure. Okay. I voted to make this a little earlier, but I didn't. No bueno. Because, um, I opened the wrong thing. No, frick off. Look at me using not curse words. Just remember where the frick to look.
All right, do you see that?
Yeah, I'm putting it in right now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Obviously, the conditions not as nice as that last one because it's simulating what's going to be pretty much the hottest part of the day.
Okay.
It's not going to be worse than the session you did though. That one time that you sent me the screenshot for.
Okay, perfect.
That was quite hot.
Yeah, because at one point I was like, okay, I just can't get a single good lap in. And then I was like, uh, I didn't look at the weather beforehand, which I want to start doing so I actually
Yeah,
can
it's
know.
always a good idea.
Yeah. Hi. This bad boy right here is our car. Can I give a better? eh, eh, eh?
I'll try to do a lap to sort of validate the conditions and give an idea of how much they're off by before we get into too much.
Cool. Yeah, I want to know if I can be okay or not in 46s. I mean, yeah, for right now. Definitely want to get down to averaging um 45s, preferably.
Yeah, in the cold conditions. We'll see
Yes.
about if it's doable in this condition.
He isn't running. Also, the camera is going to stay here, just there, because my TV. I only have one monitor, because for some reason my monitor doesn't. My PC, I think my HDMI thing is broken. I'm gonna take these off. My rings. I should really find that. You watch this. Oh, he got high. You got pretty high there.
Yeah, I got higher than I would on a normal lap there. The tires are still cold in the out lap.
Yeah. Was that not an off track? Damn, not an off track. Frozen quarter. Holy fuck, that's cold. Oh, okay, I should probably stop now. Okay, I just need to stop wasting that. Hi, guys. Let me check. Oh, oh, pity me. Woe is me.
Went a bit deep there.
Ah, that's my normal line. I'm funny, guys. See, I told you. You
Particularly
didn't
in the warmer
believe me.
conditions, on the minimum wing, that turn 4 can be a little bit sketchy.
Noted. Turn four.
That's the left-hand kink. It's not
Yeah.
really exactly a corner if you have
Yeah,
high
yeah.
wing. But minimum wing in warmer conditions, it's a little bit hard
We'll
to take it
get you
tight.
out. Yeah, okay. Holy shit, 97. Fuck me.
Yeah, it's not a problem in cool conditions. At least no setup I've been using.
Is this the hottest the track's gonna get?
It should be, yes. Somewhere around here.
Okay. Cause, yeah. Cool. I'm so scared. I did practice in like 110 or 105, and when I tell
Yeah, I'm
you,
gonna go for at least one more because I can't call this really a good lap.
when I tell you, I was shitting myself. I mean, shitting
And then I
myself.
immediately mess up turn 1. So yeah, it's definitely harder to get everything right the warmer it gets.
Yeah.
Once the tires really start to heat up, then if you make a mistake, they heat up even more, and in this temperature, they don't cool down very easily.
That's what I kind of wanted to ask. Is there a way of like getting the temps or whatever back down without losing a shit ton of time?
Not really. You have to lose some time if they get too high.
It's really hard in
Fine.
Daytona because of the banking.
Yes. But yeah, if they get over 100, then you do have to let them cool off by pushing a little bit less in some corners. That's really the only way.
Okay.
And yeah, the tires do heat unevenly at this track.
Yeah, I've noticed that a little.
Better bus stop, but the rest of the lap wasn't good.
Alright, once he crosses the line and gets the time in, I'm going to go out on my own. Okay, it is hot then.
Yeah, it is toasty.
Yeah, we're doing it.
So yeah, I would say in these conditions, probably a 46 is something to aim for.
Rep my bowling team that one time.
I should be able to get into the 45s pretty easily on a good lap.
Okay. So, what I should be accepting as like the goal average, the minimum goal average is 46s.
Yeah, I'd say in the 46s.
Okay. With that being said, here we go. I haven't driven in a hot minute. Always gonna say, where is it? Clear for launch.
So that one was a high 45. I don't think I'm getting into a 44 in these conditions.
45.882.
And that was the full fuel.
It says tire restriction.
Basically, in the hot conditions, you have to do everything a little bit more slowly, more smoothly. Don't push the braking as much in particular. Tires heat up a lot during braking, and you don't want them to heat up too much.
So to quick to be fast in the 206s. That's how I got all most of my speed this last season. Just take a step back and relax.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it, particularly in endurance races.
I got an off track.
See if I can figure out what's up with Tony's status. Because he said he would be available even a half hour ahead, and now I don't know where he is. I would expect that probably your gap to me is going to be a bit higher on the hot conditions, because generally you see the gaps widen a bit between higher and rated drivers and lower rated drivers the hotter it gets.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked.
Because it's easier to get at the limit when everything feels nice.
Yeah, and my specialty usually, well, this is probably everyone, but it's like I'm much quicker in the cold, like adapting to the cold temps, freezing cold.
Yeah, because it's easy to keep finding time when it feels good. You feel like you can push more every lap. But if you feel like you can't push, and instead what you're trying to do is delicately find the limit, that's not as easy.
Yeah.
And it's true, you can't push when it gets hot, because if you try to push, you overheat the tires, and then it's not quick anymore. So it's about doing it as quickly as possible, but also as smoothly as possible.
So when it gets this hot, do you really almost want to try to stay out of TC as well?
Ideally, but better TC than ABS. You really don't want to trigger ABS. Because in iRacing, much more so than in real life, the ABS really heats up the outer surface of the tire. So braking maybe a little bit earlier and softer than you normally would, and then just carrying a bit more speed instead of triggering the ABS.
How bad would it be to turn up my load cell paddle settings and just brake a little earlier?
I wouldn't mess with the setting too much. I'd say just try to brake a little bit earlier without changing it.
Okay. Then my muscle memory wouldn't change and all that.
Just earlier and softer as opposed to earlier in the same way you normally would. So instead of getting to 80%, like more hold 70% for a bit longer.
I just upgraded my pedals, so I'm also adjusting to that scale a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't think I can tell Tony's not online right now.
New fast flat for you.
but I've sent him a message in both Messenger and Discord, so hopefully he'll get on.
It's not what I want to be represented. It's very slow.
Yeah, I'm almost 2 seconds off of my pace here, although that would be not pace with endurance fuel, so maybe more like a second and a half off. That's probably about what the condition difference is.
Yeah, more like 2.5 off. Definitely not good.
New fast lap for you.
Turn 3 is a lot nicer with this setup.
Yeah, I think it mostly it feels to me like it doesn't sort of break traction mid-corner, which I felt like the other one was much more skady sometimes mid-corner.
Yeah, I'm having some trouble judging that because I haven't driven in the really high conditions. It's the other one.
Right.
So it feels bad because of conditions, but
For me, turn 1 is actually the one where I've noticed the most difference.
There's less room for error.
But turn 1 is honestly my worst corner in Daytona. If I could take more wing out of it, I would, because we're already running at minimum wing, and I've noticed when I've been doing the 40-minute sprint races that some of the other cars, particularly the Mercedes, are quicker, even without minimum wing. But there's not a lot we can do to get more straight line.
Bob comes to them.
Yes, I would expect the Mercedes is going to get hit for power reduction. They're quite likely going to do something to the Porsche, just because right now it's the clear quickest or second quickest car. They'll get target most of the front.
That was terrifying. And that's just about as fast as we're going to be taking it
fastest lap of the session.
I guess since I'm not having any luck finding out what Tony is, I might as well go out and do a long one of my own. It's also useful data for me to get it for myself. Hopefully, he'll turn up. If Tony doesn't turn up during the 2 hours, I might like stay here a little bit longer and practice him after it. 'Cause at some point, he needs to do some practice.
Hopefully this isn't a representative highway for me so far.
Well, I mean, if it's easier for me to get extra data from you later.
But it might be.
New fastest lap for you.
Get out far enough. So, Seven laps. Mint. Fun. Anyways, here's yeah, I was just showing off the side of the car. Ooh, ooh. Ignore that.
How hard is this anyway? I didn't check.
It's, I believe, 30 each track.
Okay, yeah, that's. Wait, it feels so nasty.
This is about as hot as I expected to get. Obviously, it can potentially get hotter, but it is January, so it shouldn't get too hot. If you have the relative delta on, you can really see how it counts up against a best lap after leaving the bus stop, and that's just all because there's no grip on the banking and because the hardware makes the engine without as much power.
There is nothing worse.
car 1, just set the fastest lap. 45.643.
Trying to push the brake as we want to turn around, so Jesus.
Finger white. Keep washing out the white at turn 1 now.
I mean, hot tires do, I guess.
I mean, okay. How not to do it, let me put it that way.
It probably it is just brake out a little bit earlier and softer because if you're pushing the braking, the tires are going to overheat more into it, and they just want to grip the turn. My left rear is cold, every other tire is hot, but that's kind of the way it is in this track.
It's not actually cool.
Not actually, no, it's 78. Look at something the right front is 100.
switch trying to shift the weight of the car, but you need to go right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's fairly responsive on the way in. It does not want to change direction though.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this is about the worst case scenario, which is it's a noontime cloudless sky. Although not nearly as hot as it was in Jacksonville for the 6-hour race.
Huh.
Yeah, that sounds pretty toasty.
I don't know what the track temperature was, but the air temperature was 91 at one point.
Nasty.
It was quite nasty. You did the middle stint for that one, Vince?
Nah, I did the last two
Okay, so you had the cool temperature.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also did the finishing, and by the time that I got in, I could feel it get kind of better as the temperature dropped. It was hot when I got in, and then pretty quickly it got good.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Then it got cold because tires don't actually like to be cold.
I'm used to the heat when driving, so I didn't really notice much.
Yeah. No, I'm not very heat resistant.
Shockingly, Wisconsin karting season is very hot.
Yeah, well, all the karting season tends to happen in the middle of summer.
Yeah. In open fields, who would have guessed?
Unlike iRacing tires, however, which really don't like getting hot, karting tires are pretty okay with being hot.
Oh god, yeah, especially rental ones. They barely heat up.
iRacing tires are more like Formula 1 tires, which are very delicate.
Yeah, no. Both Badger and Road where I race, we run oranges. Those literally, they go up to PSI and then sit.
Yeah, well, I'm mostly used to the rock hard rental tires.
Yeah,
Don't
MG
do much of
oranges are
anything.
basically rentals.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm used
Actually, I
to the
think they
indoor
are.
rentals.
and those are pretty much, once they get up to temperature after like half a lap or whatever, they don't change.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Plus, I,
the biggest thing I noticed, like temperature-wise in karts, is the brakes. It sounds insane, but granted, I have really crappy brakes, but
one of the good things with these temperatures is the natural understeer on the bus stop kind of helps you not get off tracks,
true.
or at least helps me. Because you can't just rotate it so quickly in the first part of it before most of them come in.
Yeah. Not getting nearly as many off tracks. Downside is I'm not happy with my pace. At least. No off track. I think I got one off track so far.
Well, as I said, I'm not surprised that the gap opened up a little bit in the heat, but we'll be able to analyze it all after the fact, see if it's actually close enough. It's triggered a heap load of TC coming out of the banking. Ideal.
Well, I do think I should be able to be less than 2 seconds off. Like,
I mean, you definitely are less than 2
time.
seconds off on
no,
average.
but
I'm
cold
not-
time.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah, but not much.
are you actually doing mid 43s?
No, but the high 43s, yes. Like 43.9 or something.
Jesus, 43?
But not in this temperature, that's for sure.
I was on track for 43.9 qualifying, and then I crashed at the bus stop.
Also remember we're running endurance fuel, which is another half second. Now, frighteningly enough, the people who can do 42 in the really cold conditions. I'm not one of them.
Yeah, well, I think maybe my best laps haven't been too bad in even conditions. It just
I think that's true,
it's not
yes.
consistent. So
Yeah, and
I need to
consistency is everything in endurance races.
I'm sure part of that is I'm still adjusting to many brakes.
Yes, and you'll have more time to do that. The most important thing, of course, is going to be to not crash the car.
Yeah, well, I haven't done that yet, at least, so.
Because
There's no tire marks in turn 5. I don't know what you're talking about.
I did notice them, yes.
Poltergeist.
Yeah, every endurance race I've done so far, anyone who doesn't crash the car is gonna get like a top 5. Because almost everybody will.
Honestly, my goal for myself, I don't care how well I do, if I can keep it out of a wall, like clean, especially like if I can keep it to 1x tops, I would be so, like I don't want to say I don't care where we finish, but if I can get a 1x, I would be so happy.
You can knock yourself more than one.
But with everyone on the team to manage to keep it out of the wall,
Then we'll get a good finish, I'm sure of
we
it.
will probably have a good finish. So I think that's actually really good.
Yeah, that's a good mindset.
There's been at least one big endurance race, I think it was the season that we did, where the slowest team won.
Yeah, they were not quick at all.
They were definitely the slowest, but they didn't crash.
Yeah, I've started to do that in practice instead of like inbound throttle out. I've been like, okay, the car's starting to come loose. I'm just gonna let off and try and get it back and not die.
That's
Yeah.
a very good way to practice.
That's definitely the way to go in the 24 hours. Because one bad lap, sure, it's, gonna cost a little, it's annoying. But one crash can cost
5 minutes at least. Sometimes
at
more.
least 5 minutes, yeah. At
And you-
least.
I mean, Spa, I lost
It was
so
more,
much
yes.
time.
That wasn't right.
I'm like,
If you crash at the bus stop, it's probably gonna be a very long appeal.
it could be a lot, yes.
If you get punted outside of reality at turn 5, that can also be a long appeal.
Yeah, I'm almost more scared for turn 4 and turn 5 with faster
Yeah, the
classes.
prototypes are gonna pass aggressively in turn 4.
Yeah, they are.
It's an easy flat corner for them. They can go around the outside of it, and it's a bit frightening when they do.
Unfortunately, that means that sometimes you just have to get out of it.
Yeah, hopefully, I mean, I'll start at the race. You guys will be able to watch me for 3 hours or whatever. You'll have an idea what the prototypes are up to.
How much we need to fear them.
Yes. Most dangerous ones should be dead by the time anyone else gets in the car.
True. Thank you for your sacrifice.
So far, I'm finding this setup to be very stable throughout the run. It has not become unstable at all.
Yeah, it feels pretty stable. This is the first hot one I've done, so.
Yeah, everything feels a little slightier in the hot.
I trust this just about as much as I trust the other one. so no complaints.
Picked up a couple of off tracks now, but it's always likely that I'll get most of them.
That's true.
I certainly can stop getting off tracks if I start taking the bus stop slower. But I get all my off tracks pushing the bus stop. Here, I think that's basically the only way you do it.
Yeah, I mean, you can get off tracks in other places, but you almost have to try.
Exit of turn 1.
It's possible, yeah.
It is possible. Yeah. I have done it.
It's also possible under the banking if you really cut the corner.
Haven't done that one.
Yeah, I've done that a few times. Not usually, but every now and then.
I wasn't touching this. After my inevitable next crash, I'll take a peek.
first mistake in the round line. Very deep in turn one.
Bye-bye time. Jesus.
Just set your fastest lap of the session. That last little subsector
It's such good, it's such highs and such lows. Trying to dig on too early there. How, how, if you get on the gas too early in the bus stop, will you spin? Like if the car's loaded up, not like in transition.
I don't know.
Cause I feel like I can get on a little bit earlier, like in between transition and
New
where I
fast
am.
flat for you.
I don't think it would spin. I think it's most likely it would push and understeer.
Okay, and
I
I'd
think
almost
the
rather
main
have
dan-
that.
The main danger to it spinning is going to be on entry into braking. But yeah, I think you can try getting on a bit earlier. It's more likely to push than it is to spin.
Because the last two times, or the last few laps, I've been doing that. I've been getting faster and faster. Alexa, what time is it? Oh, it's almost over.
Hello.
Okay, it's almost over.
Just a extra fast flat for the session. Car 1, just set the fastest lap. 45.62. New fastest lap for you.
Dylan, how far are you into your stint?
I have 31 meters left, so about 2/3 in.
I just finished mine.
Yeah, I had only done a few laps before you came out of the pits, Vince, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to base it off of.
Flags, bitches.
4X is on the
Car
target.
1, just set the fastest
4X
lap.
is the target, so
45.56.
more than that's not good. But that is just fine. Obviously less is better. I probably won this already.
As of right now, the stint is 0x.
Well, that would be ideal.
But
Drive through
I've
here
been
is
2
not
seconds
nearly
away.
as bad as it is in Spawn. We still don't want it. Drive through in
No,
Spawn is
Spa's
awful.
endurance pits are the worst for that.
Yeah, you lose most of a lap during a drive
Just
through
set
from
the
there. It's
fastest
horrible.
lap of the session.
There it is. I spoke too soon.
You got the X?
Yeah. Almost died in the bus stop.
Well, I guess you're pushing it, and you're finding out a little bit more limit.
Yeah.
Next is definitely better than dying.
Much.
I mean, sure, you know, ideally you get either.
Car 1, just set the fastest lap. 45.556.
About how many laps are you gonna on a full tank?
It should be 30 or 31. 31 ideally.
You mean 31 and then pit, or 30 and then pit?
31 full laps.
I got 30.
Yeah, but 31 should be pretty easy if you have any slipstream during the race or lose any with prototypes, etc.
And it was really close. I think I had like 2.8 liters when I pitted,
Okay, yeah, that is indeed really close.
but you know, not enough to go around again.
No, but even so, that wouldn't be at all difficult to save the extra.
I think there's a good chance that with a little bit of slipstreaming and having to back up for prototypes a couple of times, it'll just happen.
I think it will, yeah. I don't think it'll be difficult. Because 3.25 liters is kind of the no save point, and 3.21 is what you need for the extra lap. That's not a big difference at all.
That's what I'm doing, 3.18 usually.
3.18 would definitely be the extra lap. So in that case, you
Got it.
may have
Car
almost
1,
saved another one
just
falling
set the
out.
fastest lap. 45.503.
Yeah, 3.18 should definitely be enough. I'll have to look at that.
I'm tired.
It was having some mistakes and trying some experiments first one, so hopefully this one will just be yeah.
bit of a like qualifying cloud over us. I noticed it's gotten a bit dimmer and the temperature's gone down. Not very much though.
Yeah, no, it's gone.
Yeah, I just saw it
You've
get
got about
brighter.
5 laps of fuel left.
Yep, didn't last.
I think I just heard 5 laps.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Let's cut the bus stop again.
Alright, who hit the cone going into the banking?
Probably me.
I think it was me. But if it was me, I didn't notice it.
I did go quite wide there.
It was just one.
Oh, we did one then. Just that much I got the code on the pit exit, that was me.
That one definitely wasn't me because I haven't pitted yet.
I feel like we should all run the crew chief like separate software for the sole purpose of it tells you when people are leaving the pits.
You can kind of get that information from the relative if you know what to look for.
True.
But yes, it is definitely good to be watching something for when people are leaving the pits. I have, in the very first one of these I did, I did get wiped out by somebody who was leaving the pits.
Yeah, I
Of
could
course,
just see
the
it.
waiting line takes you right into the pits. Also, when you're exiting the pits, you have to be careful and check for people who are coming.
Yeah.
Whoever's doing spotting should do that.
That is my favorite thing about crew chief is the people are leaving and people are you're getting traffic.
It does sound
Yeah.
pretty handy.
Occasionally it gives you some delusional messages, but it's it's
Very
useful when
rare.
it's working. Alright, so I'll be pitting on my next lap. I'm almost done with this run.
I have about 3 more. Oh, maybe not. My fuel alarm just went off.
Fuel lamp is fuel lamp is about 3 laps.
It's supposed to, yeah.
It's 10 liters, which is about 3 laps here.
Right.
Car 1, just set the fastest lap. 45.411.
Then I'm going to take a full refuel and exit the pits, just to get a good accurate timing of how long that takes. That's good data to have.
Yeah, I'll do that too.
got about 2 laps of fuel.
If I got about 2 laps of fuel after turn 3, should I do 2 more laps?
Yes, if you get it after the line, you should be fine. But made the data slightly bad, but I shouldn't make pit box. But not much.
I mean,
might-
you might do that anyways.
I might do that anyways, but it doesn't make it an
Hopefully
average
not.
pit stop. The average pit stop something not included, I wish it. I can figure out how much it was doing that.
Jesus Christ, that was terrifying. I hit it. I'm like, all right, I'll probably do it after the bus stop. And I look, and right where my eyes like rest is literally right where, is right where it is. Or I shouldn't say rest. Looking for the 2 marker distance.
They didn't fuel me,
Have
great.
about 1 lap
Why did they
of
not
fuel
fuel me?
left.
It's not the pit stop seemed short. So they changed my tires and didn't fuel me. I think there's a glitch if you overshoot it sometimes it messes it up. But it's not like something to be on the lookout for. Makes me wonder if that's what happened in Fuji, because I unquestionably had it checked.
Yeah, that's a possibility. I'd feel a bit better about Fuji if so.
This time I verified it was checked coming out of the bus stop. There was absolutely no question it was checked. Alright, so then gonna have to leave the pits. Burn a little bit of fuel into a pit stop.
Just do a whole lap on the limiter.
Why well, need to take some fuel out of the car first, otherwise it would be too much.
I probably skewed the data on my in-lap because I was making sure that I was going to get fuel. So it's... I got 2 log tracks from it. And I was
Don't
very
forget to
slow.
pit this lap for more fuel.
Yeah, well, we can kind of ignore that a bit. Although, there's always a possibility one does get distracted in the end lap. But ideally not.
Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Oh my god, it's a long pit stop. Well, it feels long.
That's it, go.
Yeah. I realized what I did, in fact. So, I just had it set wrong. I checked begin fueling, but I didn't ever actually put a fuel number in. Because I usually have auto fuel running, but auto fuel, because in a practice, not in a race, has no idea how much to put in.
I may have a wheel again. Bunk bunk. You can see me like basically not clutch kick, but I kick the throttle on purpose there. You can see it in the bottom there. Ah, live. Oh, demolishing them. I probably have the most incidents right now.
Yeah, this is more like it, because I thought I didn't sit here for nearly long enough. Last time, it wasn't putting any fuel in.
This car looks good. It looks longer with this livery, which is what I like. You can definitely tell I got tired at the end of my stint.
Just lapse of concentration.
Uh, that mixed with 11:30. I, I'm a, my bedtime's like 7 o'clock.
You know that you get up early.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is why you're definitely gonna be doing the morning again in the
Oh,
actual race.
I'm fine with that. Yeah, I think I told y'all I've come to the sad realization I'm a morning person.
Well, some people are.
Yeah, some
Fine.
were.
What have I become? Monster.
Definitely helpful to have at least one on an endurance team, honestly,
Yes,
for 24
right.
hours.
Very helpful.
I don't know what changed. I went from literally not being able to get out of bed in the morning to like waking up and immediately being like, okay, I can get out of bed now. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a morning person.
I don't know, I wish I could do that, because when I have to get up really early, I generally just kind of stumble around like a zombie for an hour, at least.
Yeah.
Not ideal.
Yeah, that's why during Spa I think I got up like an hour and a half early. Yeah, I wake up, get ready, and leave my house in under 15 minutes every morning.
I usually get ready for things really quick, and I try to cut it close because I need a lot of sleep.
Yeah,
Um,
luckily I don't need a huge amount of sleep, but I definitely I feel the most active and a lot late at night instead of in the morning.
Not
So-
anymore. School has conditioned me. I always have the voice in the back of my head of, you should be sleeping. You're gonna have to wake up early. I used to be fine with it.
What happened to me when I had early classes in college was that I just became a complete zombie wreck for like a year. Until I crashed my bicycle really badly and was in the hospital, and I would not recommend that as a way to get out of it.
Yeah, no.
Alright, so I see you you almost reached the 46s.
Yeah. And then I started falling off, in which I started trying to push, and that's where you could
Yeah.
see my lap time, Scott.
Yeah, and then you overcooked the tires and snowball.
Yeah, I got 3 X's, I think, in 4 laps. Those were the only legitimate X's, though, in that stint, which was nice.
I got into the 45s barely at the end of it.
Yeah, I saw that.
But
Slow, guys.
that's when I'm trying to keep my tires a little in a better window for more consistency.
Yes, because glancing at your lap times, the consistency of the last run was not as good as you would like.
Yeah, it
Which
was
is
pretty
you have
poor.
a variation of almost 2 seconds on it,
Yeah.
not counting what look like mistake laps. I'm assuming the 48 is an
Yeah,
error.
that's probably one of the times I ran super deep into turn one. Like, just had to bail out of the bus stop.
The consistency was good, Vince. At least up until it fell off a bit. But pretty much all within a second.
Yeah. I'd like it a little closer,
Yes,
but
naturally. But consistency and not making mistakes is going to be very important.
Mhm.
yeah.
Still haven't seen any sign of Tony online, so I have no idea why he isn't here, even though he said he would be here.
Yeah.
Not sure.
Because he just said, I'm home and ready for practice in 30 minutes, and then I haven't seen him again.
Yeah, and clearly he wasn't.
I have to assume not, no.
Yeah. I don't know.
We still have some time, but do we have a backup?
You mean if we don't get a fourth person?
Yeah. Or if Tony like has to pull out or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Well, I could
That's
see
a
if
good question.
I could see if Jerry can do it again, but the problem is that he never has any time to practice. And
Right,
that's
so they'll be exchanging one guy who may not have had time to practice for another
yeah.
who probably won't have time to practice.
I can ask around if wanted, if needed.
I can almost certainly get another per driver, but the problem is there might be another high-rated driver, which would then no longer be wouldn't be diluting my rating at all. I mean, maybe somewhat, but if we add a 3K to the team or something, that is pushing us up a fair amount. But yeah,
Just to say that, now's my time to learn to drive prototypes and then my rating will come down.
I can get a Smurf. Maybe they'll
Really
hit,
not.
but ideally not.
I mean,
Certainly, if I got a Smurf, then our chances of winning would go up by a lot. But
Yes.
yeah.
uh,
I feel like people at Spa might have thought we were smurfing.
they might have. I think that you're very quick for your rating. Both of you are, but Vince, since you're 1.0, you're very quick for your rating.
Yeah, my rating has gone up more since then. Yeah.
My
Because the average apparently for 1.0 is going to be something like probably more like 48. So you're definitely above that.
yeah, it's a mixture of uh I'm inconsistent on the sim, and unless I'm locked in, it's not a great idea to do online races, and I just don't do iRacing. For the previous reason.
Yeah, certainly if you just want to hop on and do a bit of casual racing and have some fun, it's not the right thing.
Yeah, which kind of sucks because I've fallen off of ACC, which is like my go-to for online, because I'm kind of getting sick of the Assetto Corsa AI.
Mm.
I've never driven with the AI. I tried ACC and I thought it looks and sounds great, but I couldn't figure out how to actually like get any online racing going.
You kind of just gotta hope and pray in open lobbies, or what's it, simracing.gp or whatever.
Yeah, they do organize events there,
Yeah.
but iRacing is the best if you want to just
Oh,
find a
by
competitive
far.
split to race in.
Yeah,
But
and that's a big part of why I do iRacing, is that I'm not good at talking to people and getting people together, so I can actually find races in iRacing.
That is nice.
yeah, it's definitely the best. But yeah, if I definitely need to try to hound Tony some to get some practice in, but if it turns out that he can't do it, then we probably should be looking at this backup.
Yeah, it's not quite at the point. Well, I don't think he'd be able to get enough practice in.
No, it's still a long way to go.
There's
Oh,
still time,
yeah. I
but
just want
it
that,
would
like,
be good to have
just in
a
case
backup.
day
Yeah,
of,
yeah, for sure.
yeah.
No, I agree with you. I've done a 24-hour race with 3 people. It's tiring.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
It means that you need to be driving something like 4-hour blocks at a time to make the schedule work.
Which at Le Mans I'd be willing to do, but not here.
Better here than Spa, but still.
um, I'm going to head out because I think
Yep.
if I did more laps, the data would not be helpful.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
You did the full stint.
I'm probably just gonna finish this stint out to,
And
get some good
honestly,
data.
I think that was the first full stint I've done without any crap happening, bullshit happening, whatever you want to call it.
No spins, no crashes.
Yeah.
No, it's
Because
good data.
I was calm, and I like when I have other things going on, like other cars on track and people in my ear, I can do it.
Yeah, it can be harder to focus when you're all alone and
Yeah.
just putting it in the laps.
Yeah, and that's definitely something to prepare for because there's a decent chance you're going to be all alone for some of your stint at the beginning.
Yeah. Uh, I have a few ideas of what to do. Crew chief talks a lot.
If you get on early enough, then me or Tony might stay up and be on doing your early driving. So we'll see what the
Yeah.
schedule looks like for that.
Yeah, and since I guess it'll probably be me coming on next, I'll try to be there towards the end and not just, come down and immediately jump in the car. But
Yeah, I think it'll be the same basic rotation we had for Spa because that worked.
Yeah, that's cool.
Put the people who are super night owls in to go late, and then you go early, and then Wigan goes early-ish.
at least with Daytona in January, I should be able to drive in the night a little bit anyway. It made me
It'll
sad not to.
it'll
It's
yeah be more night than day.
Yeah, I'm assuming I'm probably going to be ending up with night into somewhat sunrise.
You're definitely gonna start in the night. You might finish in the night too, depending on how late the sun rises.
I'm cool with that. Most of my practice has been sunset, nighttime, with a few uh, afternoon sessions.
Yeah, it's nicer at night. Honestly, it's a fully lit track, and the temperature is better.
Are you still lapping out here, Dylan?
No,
No,
I'm
I see
not.
you're not. So would you mind like hopping on board and telling me
Nope, again.
like
All right, I am gonna head out.
roughly?
I'm gonna be in New York tomorrow, so
Oh, okay.
I am gonna go to sleep. So see y'all.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whenever you guys want to set up another practice, I'm all in.
Okay. Have a
All
good
right.
trip.
Yep.
Cool. See ya.
Yeah. Good luck on the trip.
Thanks. Bam. All right. Again, just like I said to them, I'm gonna be heading out. I don't know if anyone's watching. I don't know, but it's honestly this honestly is partially just for me. So I can go back, like I said, test everything out, how the audio sounds, how everything looks, the fucking, the overlay. Because I can't go back to Spa, and I really liked how Spa was, but I stupidly moved things around and messed with things. So test. There might be a few more. Like I said, I'm probably gonna we should be doing more practice sessions. Uh, hopefully with Tony, because well, granted, he barely practiced for Spa and he locked it. That's what Tony does. Tony's got that skill of just locking in and just bam, 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 bam. That's why he's great in endurance racing. Anyways, the whole team's great, honestly. Uh, not to boost my ego, but when I'm the weakest link, no, it is. I am like, you know, I like my whole team. I trust my whole team. They're all really good, honestly. So yeah, I'll see you guys the weekend of the 19th. Be there or be square. And a square isn't a heart. Inside joke that no one's gonna get. But anyways, I'm gonna stop babbling now. Goodbye.